Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. And as we're reaching the end of the calendar year, here's a great chance to delve into the updated power rankings. You look at Portland, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when I look at the Nets, they're just holding steady, but in the wrong third of these rankings. So currently toward the bottom and looking for a spark.
So the Nets starting 5. Sharp out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Demon. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's man in at the shooting guard. And for the 76ers, in the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Paul George is out there with Trendon Watford. And it's Embiid in at the 5 down low. And do you figure, Tim, we're at that point in the season now where we can really evaluate who the top teams are?
Well, Kevin, I don't think there's any question about it. There are a handful of teams we knew coming into the season would be at the top. But now, as you look, there are additional teams starting to open our eyes, and we're going to have to wait and see what happens with the trade deadline to see who can make a move to close that gap at the top.
And one of the beauties of an 82-game schedule, right? You have a long time to prove yourself.
No doubt about it. There are phases to an NBA season. We're about to enter the most important one.
Here's Demon. And Sharp has it in the corner. Pass to Demon. 5 on the clock. Man can't hit. From deep, George doesn't go that time. Nice D from Porter. Now Sharp. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Demon. From down in the low post, it goes. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Pass to Edgecombe. Embiid against Claxton. Embiid, the pass to Maxey. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Now, here's Sharp. Here's Demon. His last outing with 20 points. Here's Man. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Outside, George. Over Demon. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
Here's Demon. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. 6 to shoot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And in a little over a decade, the Nets, GA, having to rebuild from the ashes of 2 super team iterations.
The short time span between shows how quickly they can turn things around, and with a treasure trove of picks in the coming years, they look to climb that mountain once again.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
And you can tell Porter Jr. wants to keep getting better, and that's one reason why this team is still so high on him.
And Porter drops them both. And one thing when a team underperforms like Philly did last season, Tim, they often bounce back.
Well, it always comes down to health, Kevin. If they have that, it feels like the East is wide open. They are going to have a chance to make some noise.
Edgecombe with it, defended by Man. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Claxton with the steal. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. It's Porter outside. Hits it from three-point range. Porter's got 5 now.
Elite from the corner. Porter Jr. shoots a much better percentage from this spot.
Outside, Maxey. Clock at 6. And they get it. Brooklyn with the rebound. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
And a credit to their front office. They wanted a more complete team, and that's exactly what we saw in that one.
Now, here is George. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Dallas.
And he was relentless with his on-ball defense, managing to pick up 4 steals.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Puts it up from 7. Claxton, no good. The 76ers trail by 5. Edgecombe with it. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Dallas.
And he promoted team chemistry. That's how you do it, by moving the ball.
Here's Edgecombe. Puts up a 3, and the 3 ball is good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And the Nets with possession here. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Well, they say film doesn't lie, and you could just imagine these guys watching this film. It's going to be an ugly sight for sure.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Trailing by 4. It's hauled in by Claxton. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And it's sent back by George. Pass to Edgecombe. Embiid sets the pick for Edgecombe. Driving to the basket.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Here's Demon. Outside, Porter. Oh, he got hacked on the 3-pointer. He'll head to the line. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Paul George.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Here's Edgecombe. 5 points in the game. Watford, that's good.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Now, man. Claxton trying to free himself up. Here's Sharp. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Great at jumping into action on these plays, saving that possession for his team.
George with the screen on Sharp. Here's Watford, defended by Sharp. Yes, that goes in.
Well, the defense did everything they could right there, but against a player like Embiid with that kind of power, it's just not enough.
The Nets have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Here's Demon. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start. The 76ers trail by 4. Outside, Maxey. Five to shoot. Outside, George takes a 3. The rebound by the Nets. Man with it. Still yet to score. Claxton finds Man. Fires for 3. Paul George grabs the miss.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Outside, Maxey bangs home the trifecta.
And if you look at these early years for Tyrese Maxey's career, you can see he has increased the number of threes he's taken year by year.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Pass to Sharp. Here's Demon. He's got 6 to the paint. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 9.
Yeah, good defense there. But Porter does go 6'10" with that 7-foot wingspan. And how about a 9-foot standing reach?
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And then for Brooklyn, Abaji's checked in, and it's Traoré in for Demon. On defense, Brooklyn. It's a 3-point game. Now Grimes. 8 points his last outing. And there's the drive.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Drummond working against Claxton. Here's Porter. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Drummond working against Claxton. And that one's good. Drummond. And the 76ers lead by 1.
Hey, that's Drummond. Throwback center who does almost all of his damage inside.
Pass to Sharp. Here's Traoré. And the layup's good off the glass.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
For Philadelphia, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Sharp again, Oubre. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Edwards. For 3, Payne tips it up, and Drummond is right there. Drummond's got his second basket of the game.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
On the wing, Porter. Nailed from three-point land. Porter's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Brooklyn. It's Drummond, top of the key. Now here's Payne. He has yet to score. The rebound by Sharp. Sharp's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
And we are seeing the makings of a masterpiece here, guys, from Porter. A threat to score from anywhere within the half court.
The 76ers trail by 4. Pass to Drummond. Back to Grimes. There's the 3. A rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pulls it up. And it's Grimes with the rebound. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Edwards. Oubre on the wing. Claxton covering. Pass to Grimes. For 3, Payne. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close.
The previous play is under review.
Did he get the basket off in time?
And even though, you're thinking maybe we don't need to replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
And so it's Michael Porter making things happen for Brooklyn. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Oh, man, how about the mid-range jumper from these guys? It's on tonight, a huge part of their offense so far.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
We've got Kelly Oubre, Quentin Grimes out there with Payne. Then there's Edwards. And it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Trains the three-pointer. Williams has got the lead up to 7 now for Brooklyn.
If any defense gives you that much cushion, you have to take that shot.
Payne looking around. Pass to Grimes. Puts the move on, and that one drops. Here's Saroff. Over to the left wing. Abaji. A three-pointer off the mark. The 76ers trail by 5. Stolen. Inside. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Here's Abaji, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Kelly Oubre. This is his first chance at the line tonight. And he makes the first. Hey, Tim, what are some of the keys to sticking around for role players fighting to remain at the NBA level?
Well, if you are a role player in this league, you need to understand you need to work at everything but be exceptional at something. And I think that's the key. Growing up, all of these guys were stars. Now you've got to fit in and understand on a given night what your role is.
And your sensational aspect was your three-point shooting.
You've got to do it better than anybody else, Kevin. It's got to be at an elite level because there are guys out there waiting to take your job.
And you were elite. Embiid, no good.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Oh, here's Edwards. Still without a basket. Here's Oubre. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Brooklyn leading by 7. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. Joel Embiid over the years has had some tough luck with injuries. He said, I've broken my face twice. I came back early with the risk of losing my vision, broken fingers. I still came back. I wish I was as lucky as others, but that doesn't mean I'm not trying to do whatever it takes to be out there. Kevin, back over to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's Traore. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here he goes, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
The Nets have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
Well, you look at Edgecombe, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
6 on the shot clock. Oubre, no one around him. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
Nets leading by 4. And Tim, I think it's safe to say that Kelly Oubre is an eccentric guy.
Well, Kevin, he's got the tattoos, the painted fingernails, certainly not afraid to express himself stylistically. And in this league, if you can play, well, the dress code is flexible.
Timeout.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Maxey's checked in for Philadelphia. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You take a look at the 76ers. They're having a solid season. 5th in the conference and looking to move up. And, of course, there's the Nets. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And seeing where the 76ers are, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed. And that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Well, this is kind of where we expected them to be. They're a very good team, maybe even great, but they are still one level below the very top.
The 76ers with another miss. So for the 76ers, their last game, a win against Dallas.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
You have to take advantage of opportunities. That's exactly what they did, and really, that's all you can ask for.
That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Oubre.
Well, he was cold in that first quarter, and now it's great to see him flip that switch and start getting hot here.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Here's Traore. He's covered by Maxey. Man buries it from three-point range. Mann's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now, here's Maxey. D right on him. It's good.
Well, that is some impressive body control right there on display by Maxey.
Nets leading by 5. Here's Traore. 5 points in the game. Outside, Porter. Pass to Traore. Just 5 on the clock. Man can't hit. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Back to Oubre. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Brooklyn. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Man with it. Edwards there. Three-pointer. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Philadelphia with the ball. Trailing here by 8. Embiid the screen. Left side, Maxey. Shoots over Traore. Maxey, no good.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Traore can't hit. 76ers have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Some changes for Philadelphia. Trendon Watford's checked in for Kelly Oubre. George comes in for Edwards. And it's Edgecombe in for Quentin Grimes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Sharp comes in for Traore. Brooklyn leading by 5. Here's Demon. He's got 9. Sharp, the pass to Porter. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Outside, Maxey. 6 to shoot. Elbow shot. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Well, I think at this point the whole team is pressing, but he certainly looks frustrated.
Here's Demon. Count that one. And now a 9-point Nets lead.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
Here's Watford. Brooklyn with the rebound. Sharp's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Demon. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
And, Jim, this is year 2 of that 4-year, $211 million contract for Paul George.
And when he's been healthy, Kevin, he has shown himself to be one of the best swingmen in the game. But now he's in his mid-30s, and this can be the point where players often start to wear down.
And the 76ers making a change here. Oubre's checked in, so it's Brooklyn now. Paul George missing from long range. Pass to Claxton. To the inside, Porter gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Here's Maxey. Michael Porter making his last shot. Oubre kicks to George. Another miss by Philadelphia. Brooklyn leading by 10. Here's Porter. Paul George grabs the miss. Philadelphia has gone for the three-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Back to Maxey. Screen by Watford. Maxey attacking. Here's Edgecombe. No good with the triple. Brooklyn's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Pass to Sharp. Down low. Porter passes to Claxton. Misses the 3. The 76ers trail by 10. Maxey finds Oubre. Count the basket. Oubre's got 9 points now in the quarter.
A solid facilitator. I like whenever Maxey looks to get his guys involved.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And the 76ers making a change here. Grimes is checked in. Nets leading by 8. On the wing, Porter. Pass to Claxton. Back to Porter. Here's Claxton over Watford. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Grimes. Drills the three-pointer. And now it's only a 5-point Brooklyn lead.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
Now Claxton. Man with it. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And stolen by Maxey. Pass to Edgecombe. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Edgecombe's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And here's Sharp. Now Porter. He's guarded by Grimes. The Nets working the ball around now. Now, man. Just 5 to shoot. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Man's got 5 points so far. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. 4-point game. Grimes with it. Porter's there. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
40 seconds left in the first half. Claxton the pass to Porter. Out left to the wing. Pass to Man. Missed that one. Still looking for a shot. Just 2 for 9.
And really the smart thing would be to hold.
Unreal. Nice recognition by George to set up a teammate.
The 76ers have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
Brooklyn trailing. Here's Demon. 9 points in the game so far. Sharp with a screen on Maxey. Here's Man. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. 76ers lead by 2. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Joel, some fireworks early. What's going to be critical to keeping it rolling?
Just keep moving the ball, get stops. And I think the kids just moving the ball, playing together. We've been doing that, and we got some hot guys, and we got to keep fitting them.
Ball movement is key, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
Welcome, folks. EJ alongside Shaq and Kenny. First up, here are the players of the week. For the West, Devin Booker.
Booker is a PBG, professional bucket getter, smart, patient, can score from all 3 levels. Hard not to be a fan of his game.
The Shaqronyms never cease to amaze. And taking a look now at the Brooklyn Nets. They're in a close contest.
Their trouble is defending the arc. It's got to be a team effort. Just one breakdown, that's all it takes to give up 1-3.
I love playing these types of defenses. I'm ready to lace them up right now and knock some threes down myself, Ernie.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from Michael Porter.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
I wouldn't want to have to be out there trying to keep up with them. It's really difficult when he shows you this kind of energy offensively.
Brooklyn's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Starting off the second half, here's Jordy Fernandez's 5. Terrence Mann is out there with Demon. Then it's Sharp. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Porter in at the 3. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Embiid.
And that's the rim protection you expect from Embiid. Really sent a message right there.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Demon. Here's Mann. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. The 76ers leading by 5. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
And they need to stay aggressive on defense so they can protect that lead with everything they've got. Everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Embiid sets the pick for Edgecombe. No good on the triple. Nets trail by 6. Here's Demon. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Pass to Edgecombe. George against Porter. Outside, Maxey. He takes it in. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Maxey's got 11 points.
And that make brings them to 3 for 4, and the game plan seems to be working here early.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. Here's Demon. 11 points in the game. To the middle. Here's Porter. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Porter's got 24 points.
That mid-range distance, not a problem for Porter Jr. Such a smooth release.
Back to Maxey from downtown. Rebound, Brooklyn.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Pass to Porter. Here's Demon. Here's Claxton, covered by Watford. Shot clock at 3. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Outside, Maxey. Here's Edgecombe, defended by Mann. And it's Porter with the ball for the Nets, trailing by 4. And it's Paul George with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And now we bring you the rookie leaderboard, featuring the NBA first-year players who have been dominant on the glass for the past 10 games and counting. Number 5 is VJ Edgecombe.
Well, we've seen how ferocious he can be in the paint. He's not shy about trading elbows and bodying up for position.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Demon. He's covered by Maxey. Demon, that's good. Demon's got 4 points in the quarter. Pass to Edgecombe. Back to Maxey. Every so often, Tim, you heard the term defensive anchor. What defines one in the way you look at the game?
Well, I think it's that player that's on the back line, protecting the rim, but also able to see the entire floor. That is where your best communicator often resides.
How did you grade your defensive abilities when you played?
I battled, Kevin. You're going to have to kill me to stop me. That's the way I looked at it.
And here's Maxey. 11 points in the game. To stop the drought, and slam dunk by Maxey.
Yeah, Maxey putting all of this on full display. When he's hot like this, he's going to keep getting the ball.
The Nets have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Pass to Sharp. On the wing, Mann. He's got 5. Drops in the layup for 2. Mann's got the game tied up here for Brooklyn.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
The 76ers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Now Edgecombe. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Shot clock at 6. Maxey, that's a 2-pointer. Here's Embiid. Unable to get that one.
Well, protecting the rim, plays like that really bolster your defense.
Pass to Sharp. Poked away. It's 2-on-1 for the finish. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Well, not all turnovers are created equal. Live ball turnovers lead to that.
Brooklyn with the ball. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Pass to Man. For the lead. It's hauled in by the 76ers. George has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Watford from outside the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Now it's a 5-point 76ers lead.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Well, the Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, we still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something. Back to you guys.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Now, Edgecombe. Following the miss by Michael Porter from deep. George with no one around. By 76ers, another 3.
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner, and he nails it.
Nets trail by 8. Here's Demon. 13 points in the game. Outside Porter to stop the run. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Here's Demon. There's the triple. Porter, no luck. The 76ers leading by 5. Here's George. Rebound, Brooklyn. Claxton's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And for over a decade in the NBA, Greg, Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same, but can he hold off Father Time?
Now George, following the miss by Michael Porter from deep. Man with it. He's got 7. Clock up 2 there. Claxton's got 4 points this quarter.
Wow, what a smart play. He recognizes the smaller defender on him and takes it right to the rim.
Philadelphia with the ball. 3-point lead. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. Hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run. And here's Maxey outside. Good for his 6th make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Here's Demon, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It is nice to have a playmaker who can also get up and finish like that.
And it's George missing.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Man with it. Maxey covering. And that one's good by Porter.
It's been a modest night scoring so far. Maybe that shot will encourage him to get some more looks.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Kelly Oubre comes in for Trendon Watford. Edwards, he's checked in for George. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Edgecombe. The 76ers have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. Up top, Edwards. 6 points for him. Oubre for 3. They get it again. Drummond, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Drummond's got 6 points.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's Traoré. 5 points in the game. Here's Saraf. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Grimes passes to Oubre. Good defense by Claxton. Here's Saroff, defended by Drummond. Here's Wolf. Again, the Nets for two.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now Grimes. He has 7. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Abaji. He's covered by Maxey. Pass to Claxton. Here's Traore. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And Grimes has it in the corner. It's good from long range. He's got 10.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
58 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Traore. Screen by Claxton. Traore gets the bucket. Traore's got his third basket of the night right there.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. A 2-point game. Drummond with a screen on Claxton. Here's Oubre. And the ball goes out of bounds. As touched by Claxton. Payne, he's checked in for Maxey. .32 seconds left to play here in the third. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 5. For 3, Oubre. Rebound, Brooklyn. Here's Traore. He's got 7.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Nets have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. And he's good on the second. For 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for Philadelphia. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Joel Embiid, Kelly Oubre out there with Edwards. Then there's Quentin Grimes. And it's Payne in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now here's Embiid. Shot by Grimes. No good. Here's Traore on the wing. Porter drills it from outside. Porter's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Brooklyn. Screen by Oubre. Now here's Payne. Pass to Embiid. This is where Embiid wants the ball.
Yeah, he just knows exactly how to run that screen. Good stuff there from Embiid.
And for Brooklyn, their shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Inside, here's Traore. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Nets lead by 2.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Philadelphia shooting 47%, pretty solid. Outside Edwards. Off target with his 3.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Pass to Saraf. A three-pointer, no good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Shot by Grimes, no good.
He bailed out the defense because that's an easy look for him.
Wolf passes to Porter. To the wing right side. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. 5 to shoot. No good on the 3. Philadelphia's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Embiid. A fadeaway. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Abaji, covered by Oubre. Abaji can't get it to go. 76ers trailing. Pass to Payne. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. To the inside. There's Embiid with the dunk.
Yeah, Embiid right at the rim. That looked easy.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Right wing. Here's Abaji, covered by Oubre. Pass to Saraf. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Saraf's got himself on the board with 3 there.
That screen left a little to be desired, but it provided a sliver of space, and that's all he needed.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Maxey's checked in for Philadelphia. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Sharp's checked in. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. Coach wanted to see more urgency when it came to closing out on shooters. He said, quote, right now we're jogging at them on the perimeter. It needs to be a sprint to run them off the line. We'll see if the guys have it in them.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Grimes with it, guarded by Porter. And here's Maxey outside. Outside, Porter. Pass to Traore. Here's Wolf. 2 points. That one goes. And the Nets lead by 5.
Well, to stop him, you have to get better rim protection than that.
Here's Grimes, guarded by Porter. Pass to Maxey. Lets the 3 fly. Hands it from downtown. Maxey's got 13 points in the second half.
And that's 4 from deep on the night, with 3 of them coming in this half.
Brooklyn's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Now, here's Porter. To the right side. Here's Abaji. Edwards defending. They get it back. Short. That's good.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
Nothing will drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack of focus, lack of effort.
Here's Grimes, and here's Maxey outside.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
There's no question about it. It feels like every missed shot is ending up in his hands. Unreal.
Now, here's Oubre. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards.
A crucial breakdown defensively, and he was quick to make them pay.
And at this stage of the game, you've got to take that. If the mid-range jumper is there, go ahead and knock it down.
The Nets with the lead. Pass to Wolf. And here's Porter. He's guarded by Grimes. And that one's good by Porter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Maxey deciding where to go with it. Oubre. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Oh, clever pass there from Maxey. So good at finding his teammates.
Here's Traore. Outside, Porter. Over Grimes. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
To the paint. Here's Embiid. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Embiid's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
The Nets have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the 4th quarter. They're 7 of 12. Pass to Wolf. Here's Traore. Here's Abaji. Just 4 to shoot. And a wide open look for Porter. Offline with his 3. Well, it's definitely within striking distance now.
Yeah, but they've got to make each possession count on both sides of the floor.
That ties the game. Maxey's got 15 points here in the second half.
As cold as he was in the first half, he's done a great job regrouping and turning things around after the break.
Here's Traore. Pass to Wolf. Outside, Porter fires from deep. Connects from 3-point range. Porter's got 40 points.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Right side, Edwards. Clock at 6. Kicks it out to Maxey. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. Porter's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Traore. And here's Sharp. Here's Traore. He's covered by Maxey. Traore gets the bucket.
And that is a high-quality shot. You will take it every time from that close.
The 76ers trail by 5. Maxey with the screen on Porter. Kicks it out to Maxey. Porter with a block.
Good work on the defensive end for Porter Jr. Timing things just right there to get the block.
Over Grimes. Porter, no luck. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Now Maxey. Porter pulls it down.
Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
A great pass leads him right to the rack.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Some changes for Philadelphia. Trendon Watford's checked in for Kelly Oubre. George comes in for Edwards. And it's Edgecombe in for Quentin Grimes. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And down goes the 3.
Yeah, that's a big shot by Maxey. He really has a sense for the moment.
Here's Demon. Got it to go off the glass.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, with each bucket, he denies any thought of a comeback.
Now, here's Maxey. Defense right on him. Beyond the arc. That does not go.
Well, let's make no mistake about it. If you want to cut into this lead, you're going to have to generate much better shots than that.
Here's Claxton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Yeah, count it.
You love it when a big man has those soft hands. Rarely any problem converting that close to the rim.
And that one misses. The 76ers trail by 8. George showing off the post move right there.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's a big wing, and he has an impressive handle to go with it. Paul George understands how to create scoring opportunities for himself.
Brooklyn's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Here's Demon. He's covered by Maxey. Can't get it. The 76ers shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. And he banks the layup in.
Well, you gotta love all that confidence. Maxey with the biggest bucket of the night.
Here's Demon. Sharp with a screen on Maxey. The long shot, no good. Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error. Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
Yeah, terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Here's Mann. Left side, Porter. No good, unable to end this run. And now Philadelphia on the break. Now Maxey. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead right there. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And now, our player of the game, Michael Porter.